to bat. Behind the scenes, let's dive in. With our pals, you can't miss a thing. Frying fun from night to noon. Tune in and you'll be hooked soon.
What's the matter, guys? We're back for episode...
Five.
Is it 5? Yeah,
Yep.
thank you. Episode 5 of the What's the Matter podcast. We have been missing for the last few weeks, but we're back better than ever. This week, we have the viral TikTok sensation.
Right, TikTok.
Mikey boy for Andy's Golden Fry is here in the studio with us. We're going to talk all things Chippy with Mikey and find out his backstory. Mikey, welcome to the podcast.
Thanks for having us, lads.
Thanks for coming in, Mikey.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
So, obviously, we had a kind of brief chat last week, how we meet up. But tell us and tell the viewers and the listeners, what is your story, Mikey? How did you get into this game?
Into the TikTok game or the Chippy game?
We'll start with the Chippy game because that's a bigger story.
So I was, my mum and dad's been in Chippies for like 30 years now. And when I was a wee boy, I also wanted to be a football player, and then I chucked football, and my dad says, right, like, when I was 13, school was never for me. Like, I hated school. Like, I'd fought with my mum and dad, not like no going, and like I would just no go, and like, so when I was 13, my dad says, right, you can get a wee job on a Saturday, doing the totties. So that's how I started. Was you start at the bottom, I suppose, and as you work your way up. But so I started on a Saturday morning. I still played football then, so I would like. I only lasted a few weeks playing football because I would need to go in before it to like do the totties. So I was going in at like 7 in the morning and playing football at like 9, and I actually hated it at first. So I was meant to do 1 week on, 1 week off with my cousin Sean, and Sean chucked it after about 2 weeks. So then I just chucked my football and just started working every Saturday morning doing the totties. And at first I couldn't even lift a bag of 20 kilo potatoes. Like, I was just a wee boy, man. Like, there's a video of me somewhere like doing the totties, and I'm like trying to get up my knee and then put it up and all that.
You need to find that because obviously
you will put it on,
yeah,
right?
Because I think it would be. But obviously, one of your best videos that's done so much for your TikTok is you doing the spuds.
Aye,
so
actually, so it's just like a wee clip on the camera. I'll try and actually find that.
Because I think that'd be brilliant.
I'll even send it to you and you can put it on this or something. I'll try and find it. So I was just a wee guy, and I started to like it after a while. I just see the thought of getting up in the morning and going to work and all that when you were 13. It was hard, but I'm glad now I did. So then after that, lockdown hit, and my dad needed the shift for somebody else, so I said, right, I'll give it up for a few months. And then he says, like, after lockdown hits, we'll get you into the frying, because obviously school's not for you. So when lockdown hit, I left school, so I was only like 14. It was the best decision I've ever made, leaving school. Like, if I stayed in school, man, like, I don't know where I'd be. Like, I hated school. So I started learning to fry on a Sunday afternoon with my dad. We didn't actually open then. We only started we were opening at 3, and then we started opening at 12, so I could have a wee shift to learn. Like, and we thought it would have been a bit quieter, and it turns out it's one of the busiest during the day shifts.
Is that right? On a Sunday,
because people must be rough in that one.
Aye, of course.
Like asking on. So I was learning to fry then, but for like 6 months it was just that wee shift, and then after the 6 months I'd stay on an extra 4 hours at night and help Cambo at the time fry. So he would show me a wee bits and pieces as well, and then I ended up moving to on a Tuesday during the day in Dumbarton, and my dad says, right, it's like the quietest day of the week, a Tuesday, like, we'll get you in a Tuesday during the day, and I'm going to be with you for like the next few months, and then I'm going to leave you to do it yourself. But shout out to Joyce, she worked it with me, and she can fry as well, but she was the server, so if I was ever struggling, she could help me. And then I just kind of built it up, practicing myself, and it ended up getting quite busy on Tuesday during the day. So I enjoyed that, like, having like the experience of frying up like myself, like during the day, because it was too busy to do it at night time myself. So then I would go on a Friday night and a Saturday night with my Uncle Mark. and I've been working a Friday, Saturday ever since then, to be fair. I don't know why I agreed to that.
That's the brute. That's the downside.
joys of
People don't
working
see
in the
that.
industry. Aye.
Like, obviously, I don't drink or anything anyway, and like clubbing and all that's not my thing. But like, I missed out on a lot, like going out with my pals Saturdays and all that. But like, I look back now and I say like, I'm glad I done all that because like
You've got to make sacrifices.
you do.
It's the same in anything you do, but
Yeah.
if you're not going to make those sacrifices, then you're not going to make it very far.
Aye, nah,
So
you're
it's
not.
obviously done you the world of good.
It has, and like now, like I'm glad I don't drink, and like I've actually only ever drank water my full life. Like I've never tried fizzy juice.
What?
Never.
Really?
Never tried a can of coconut, and it's
No
weird.
wonder your teeth are
I get
perfect.
I get absolutely like my dad. No, it's like just like when I was a wee boy, like just try it and all that. Like get a grip. I just couldn't do it. Give me a book. Let's see, try it. So I've only ever tried water and milk my full life, which is
That's
wild.
That's
mental.
impressive.
That
I've
is
never
kind
heard
of
that.
mental,
What?
aye.
You drink coffee or anything like that?
Not coffee. I've tried coffee and tea, but I can't drink it. It's disgusting, man.
Wow.
That's mental. I've never heard anything in my life.
yeah.
I wish I
drinks
did.
Iron Brew at like 7 in the morning.
That's a lie. That's maybe at one point I did, but no, I'm not as bad now. I don't drink hot fizzy juice, and if I do, it's sugar free. I don't drink hot fizzy juice.
Do you not know?
No, I don't.
Lies.
No, I always drink the water.
What's in that cup?
Water's good for you. It's pure water.
It's probably a whiskey. in it.
H2O. It's too early for that. I'm driving.
So I like working a Friday, Saturday. Now it doesn't bother me. I'm glad because it like obviously I enjoy my job, you know. But like, so I was working a Friday, Saturday then, and then one day I was working, and then I worked a Friday during the day, sorry, as well in Dumbarton, and then I would go to Johnston shop at 4 to work with my Uncle Mark, and I would learn stuff off him. But my dad showed me basically everything that I know now. Like I just picked up with different bits and pieces from my Uncle Mark and like Campbell and stuff, and Paul as well. Worked in Dumbarton on a Saturday night and at Johnston on a Friday night. But I enjoyed it. It was good. Like looking back on it, it was good memories. I had a good laugh and stuff. Amount of stuff that I burnt and snapped, all sorts.
You've got to do it.
But
You've
that's
got
how
to.
you learn,
Character
innit?
building.
That's
sure.
how you learn.
You're obviously quite close to your dad, which is nice to see. But
Aye,
as a downsides to working with him, do you?
yeah,
do you,
the only time we ever really argue is because at a job. Like if I'm always a wee bit late to everything that I do. Like my timekeeping's probably my worst thing. So like I'm always late in the mornings, like by 15 minutes and that, and he'll come in and he'll be like, "Hey, come on, get a grip," and all that. And then I'm like, "But I stay later," and all that. So we end up arguing back and forth. But at the end of the day, it's just part and parcel of the job, innit? Like,
That was the worst bit for me and my dad. Like I used to work with him and we never argued apart from if we're in the shop. But then you would never argue in the shop. You would fall out and that would be it. And then you would moan the way up the road in the car and then that'd be you done. Whereas my mum, oh man, my mum could fall out with you. Like she would fall out with you.
Never let it go.
She's fall out with someone in an empty house, by the way. She's mental, but we'd hold on to it. So my dad, right, one Wednesday came back. I always remember the story. And he played golf every Wednesday. He came back in, Yvonne and my mum were working. And it was a hamburger, right? And this hamburger, she'd obviously overcooked it. And she put it in the gantry. And he walked up and he's tired from playing golf. I mean, like the excuses, the hardships, right? But he's tired from playing golf and he walks up and goes, "What the fuck's this, man?" Batters it down, right? And he could have broke he could have broke someone's tooth with it. So he binned it. And my mum, till the day he died, even now, she still talks about this hamburger. I'm like, give up. It was like 1984. You know what I mean? It was like the 80s, and she's still talking about it. Aye, so it was my mum and I couldn't work together. She was a nightmare.
right.
It was like she was just like so. She would moan about like see if you're busy and your hands are dirty, if you batter on it, and you open the fridge. So you'd have a wee bit of batter in the fridge. She'd go down like a cloth behind you to clean it. She's like, "Look at the status." I'm like, "I've just sold 5 stone of fish." I'm like, "What, you mental? Like, give me peace." And she's like, "Oh, she was torture." And then it's just work with your family stuff. It's not easy.
It's not easy being greasy. Aye, it's definitely known. Like I think there's 16 or 17 family members that work in.
We were
amazing.
talking about that last week after we'd left you, and I was saying about how I'm sure that's an uncle, I'm sure that's an aunt. Like I knew there was a load of your family that were.
Well, every
that were in
shift
it,
I'm working with at least two or three family members. Like it's good.
That's massive though. Like
yeah,
it's
that
it's a big bonus
'Cause they all
because you
care.
can and they care and you can trust them.
Aye.
So it does make a massive difference.
And it's you get closer with them because
Yeah.
you're with them a
Of
lot
course,
more and
aye.
stuff.
You're
Whereas like
working
I'm a lot closer to my uncles than my sister is because I work with my
Yeah.
uncles like every
Aye.
shift and like
if you started when you're 13, you've essentially you've grown up with them, haven't you? Like,
aye, I
sometimes
have,
your uncle, you maybe know you'll go 6-7 months without seeing them.
Oh,
and
I know.
I know.
So,
So whereas I see
aye,
them all,
you see them all
once
the
a
time.
week at least.
Aye.
But it's good. We get a good laugh. I know. Like
That's a massive thing. We say that all the time. That's a big thing for us. Is just having a laugh because you need
Aye.
it.
It's such a
You do.
different thing though. You like, I worked in mobile phones for years, right, and it was the same thing every day. I mean, you did see different people, different characters, right, but the Chippy, there's someone different all the time. There's
Aye.
always something that's ridiculous that happens, or just like reactions to things. Like something can
seen
happen.
you opening that. What was that? Getting
Oh,
a
that
fright.
bottle of sauce.
Oh my
Oh,
god,
that was unreal.
it was so
Actually
funny.
Shat myself.
He did.
I did.
But like it was like I'm just sitting and I'm like putting stuff in the panel, but and he just I just shit because he's usually this high kind of pitch voice, and he went, I just shot myself. But it was the way he done it. It was friggin' brilliant. It was. Oh, but there's always some. But even his reactions, like Callum's get these reactions that they're priceless. So last night, setting up deliveries, he's on pizzas. And with a driver going to one area, which he would send another delivery with, but for some reason he didn't send this delivery, and his face was just priceless here. But like rather than sorting it, we had an extra driver in, but rather than sorting it, I just went with his face. He just gave this look of pure disgust, like that's not how I would do it. But it's just these kind of laughs. You get a laugh from him, like, and then you
Do
always
you ever follow it?
All the
him and I
time.
all the time.
Aye.
All the time. Well, not as much anymore. He's really highly strung.
Ah,
Like
highly
he's really,
strung.
and he gets in a bad mood. If I come in, you can tell it. So I'll just like kind of pick it. Like I'll like prod the bear. Right, you know,
yeah. Do you know that way? Even if you're in a bad mood, somebody keeps asking you in a mood. You know that way it starts to annoy you. That's what he's like. So he'll come in on a Saturday, and I'm already a wee bit stressed, right?
A wee bit
and then
stressed,
he'll
always
come in,
stressed.
and he'll come
Always
in, and he'll be like, "What's up with you? Nothing. What's up with you? What's up with you? What's up with you? What's up with you?"
And then when he
There's
says
fucking
no,
nothing
then I'll
up
go
with
around
me.
and I'll ask other people in the shop, what's up with Callum then? What's up with Callum? He
And
bites every
then
time.
they all
Every
start
time.
to get involved, and they'll say, "Oh, he's been in a stinking mood all day." Like, that's not true. It's a lie.
He starts getting
A
really
lie.
wound up with it.
Yeah, and then it
But-
winds me up.
But the thing is he tries to do it to everyone else.
Right.
So like what's happened to Callum since he grew
Yeah.
up, since we grew up, he started working in the shop when he was 15, and there was Ben and Matt, which is Fraser's big brothers. There was Natalie, Rona, Rachel, a crowd of them. We all used to have a laugh, right? We're all good pals and have a right laugh. And he would get the brunt of the piss getting taken out, right? So now what happens is he takes the piss out of other people, right? And you're like that.
Because I've done my stint.
He's
I've earned it.
You've
I've
played
earned
your
my stripes
part,
there,
right?
So he takes the piss out of other people, but they can't handle it. And I'm like, well, it's a different day as well. You know, you're talking.
Different generation, yeah.
What's that, about 30 years ago when you were 15?
I know it looks it. I know it looks it.
No, about 20 years ago when he was 15, he was like, it was a different day though. You could get away with it. You could get away with saying different
You could
things.
say
like that.
more things and you
And
could
wind
die.
it
You could,
up.
Like,
Yeah.
we have a burger, like Callum's got like a dedicated part of our menu, like, but people don't know it. So like there was a stage where Callum had different nicknames, right? And it was
all offensive.
all offensive. It says that to Callum. And his pal Blair started working with us, right? Well, a worker, he was brilliant, Blair, actually, right? But anyway, he started working with us. And I went, Callum, what's your favourite nickname you've had? And he went, I don't know. Give me just some of them. He's like, well, there's been Sir Chub-a-Lot, Private Pork Star, Fatty, Big Fat Fatty, Tits. There's like all these names in it through, right? And Blair didn't give much away. He was like pissed himself,
Aye,
wasn't he? He was like,
he
I
was-
can't believe this is happening to me, right? He's my pal, because Callum and Blair were pals. He's like, and I've never seen him being the one getting the piss taken out of him. It was like, it's proper.
Because even
like,
at school, I would be the class clown and
it was
I'd be the one
like a proper
like getting.
epiphany for him. It was like,
and he couldn't believe that I was the one getting the piss taken.
Oh,
out of me,
and
he
it
was
was
loving it. He was loving it.
So we've
He was
got
always like, "This is karma. Yeah, I can't." That's
And
what
then-
he was thinking there.
and he was getting a private Reggie for was it your 18th or your 21st?
It would have been my 18th.
18th, he was getting a Reggie, and he was like, what should I go for? And I was like, Porky. P-A-A-R-K-Y. And he was like, I'm not having fucking Porky in my registration.
No
It's like,
chance.
how not? I mean, imagine getting called Porky. Imagine just saying Porky and then he gives out the car. It's just dead funny, right?
I know, yeah.
So, I mean, it would be funny for everyone else, not you.
Not
maybe,
yet,
right?
it would be, aye.
Right. But
Explain that one.
he takes it quite well. But there's like there's a private Portster burger, the Caldoni. There's a few things you've had on the
That's
menu.
it's good, isn't it?
Aye.
That is good.
Aye.
No,
I've just had my wee bit on the menu, Mikey's TikTok,
The TikTok specials.
My dad didn't tell me he was doing it, right? So he's putting out leaflets through the doors now. And on the back of the leaflet, it's a wee AI me like that, with holding a pizza or something with Ain't Easy Being Greasy on the background.
Brilliant.
Oh, I brought it in. It's funny.
You should have actually. That'd have been class.
Oh, it's funny.
Do you still, how do you find that, like just in your toilet menus? Do you still put out menus through the doors?
See, we've not done it in years, and my dad's like, might as well try it again. Like, his pal does it, so we're like, we may as well just try it again. So we're putting out a few foods.
Because we were actually talking about that. We were actually talking about this a few weeks ago, that we need to start doing it again, because we've not done it in years. But Nad, our Pagoda supplier, does it every 2 weeks. He does it relentlessly.
It was the first thing he said to us the first day we met him years ago. So we went to Nad's shop before he had a factory. He used to make the pakora for wholesale in a big like unit at the back of his shop, and it was one of the first things he said. He was like, "You get a menu," because Nad's a great guy, and Nad will help you with everything. Right? He give you pointers. If he's doing something, he'll say, "Why don't you try it?" So he's brilliant. And he said, "He's like, do you do menus? Because we maybe do a menu drop. We just maybe do it once a year." Or sometimes maybe around about Christmas you'd do another one. He's like, I do it every 2 weeks, bro.
Every 2 weeks in a different area.
Every 2 weeks.
Constant. But it's such an expense to buy menus, you know, like, but he's like, he does it every 2 weeks. They've got a place in Carluke, they've got a place in New Mains, and they are busy, right?
Yeah, busy shops.
But he does it all the time. But but Nad, he doesn't take card payments at all. So I just stopped doing card payments. There's a bank right outside the front. He said, and I don't want to get into this situation. He's a clued up guy. He has a clue, a real clue. He's really clever. And
wide as a Clyde as well, which is always a bonus.
But in the right way, but not in a bad way.
not a bad way.
You know what I mean? Like, he's like
he's clever.
He's clever. He's shrewd. That's the best way of putting it. He's a good laugh and everything. But it's like, you know, we're paying all these charges, and customers don't understand that if you're paying cash, or if you don't pay cash at all, we're going to be cashless. And then actually, funnily enough, this morning on the radio last year, we were like, it was only 10% of cash in Scotland was paid.
Seriously,
yeah, so like, it was
low.
Nearly in the whole of Scotland, that's all they used.
That's
because
just off the
50% of adults used their phone as well.
Yeah,
that's mental. See, I hate using card, man.
I used to up until lockdown. I was a cash. I'd have cash in my wallet, and that's what I knew was lasting me for the week. And then obviously lockdown hit, cash was non-existent, so you had to then start using your card. And then now it's just easiness, because you don't need to leave the house with your wallet or anything. You just carry your phone about. But as you say, you lose so much a percentage of.
You know, it's even the interaction with customers, talking to them. Like, you see, it's a card, and then you look away, and while they're putting it through, as if you're actually handing someone with a customer, you're speaking to them.
You're talking to them.
It's that kind of side that you
just
miss.
a different, but the world is just constantly changing. Like the local Tesco where we are in Lismahago, people are constantly on. So we've got a village Facebook page, right? Constantly moaning because they've now get rid of all but 2 actual checkouts.
Oh, have they?
And they've added in even more self-service checkouts. So people like that, like, I should be getting a wage because I'm going and doing all my shop and having to put it through the till. And obviously people are losing jobs because of it, because they don't need anybody on the tills.
I know.
See, the thing about Tesco as well, when they first opened up in Lismahago, they destroyed the place apparently. So many people said they destroyed it, right? I'm kind of on the fence with it, but they ruined the local butchers, and they ruined the florists and everything, right? Because they provide jobs and they have all this in their shops. Now they don't have a butcher in the supermarket, to be honest with you, but there's no butcher inside the supermarket, so that should never have affected it. But they do that, and then this is what happens. Like, not just Tesco, just big companies in general, they'll come in. Look at McDonald's. When do you ever go to McDonald's and not order from the order pad? Either. Who goes to till anymore, right?
That's actually true.
And Burger King are doing it. Most places, the only way you can still go into one of these takeaways is really Subway. Subway still serves you face to face.
I went to Subway the other day, a couple of weeks ago now, kids were off school, went to Subway, the one next to the Tesco in Rutherglen, right? All self-ordering pads.
Actually, I've never seen that in a Subway.
That's the first I'd seen
it.
Subway? In a Subway. All in front of where they make the sandwiches, and the guy behind the counter, one of the guys was struggling, and he refused to serve her. He's like, you need to use the pad.
That's nuts.
That's crazy.
Craziness.
Craziness.
But then we wonder why you can't get people that can hold conversations, can work hard,
even in school,
because it's just second nature. Like, I don't need to help you because you're going to use that machine, and that machine's going to do it for me.
And the thing is we've got an order pad in the shop, right? So like Integer, our till company, said, like, try this out, and gave us it to try, and it can actually allow you to pay cash on it. And I'm like, why would you go in there and then go and pay cash?
I know.
Like, the whole point of that is to make it easier, so you'd still have to go at the till, and then
just putting the order through.
So exactly, but there's it's mental. Like, see that whole There is, and they can't have a conversation. Like young girls and boys that come in the shop to work, they don't want to go on the phone. They're scared to
they're
answer
scared
the phone.
but they're never off their phones.
Exactly.
They could text of the days gone or Snapchat, but they can't. But they can't have a conversation on the phone.
No.
My son's the
And
same.
a lot of people can't count now.
No,
No one can count money.
frightening.
It's so scary, man.
I know. See the amount of times. I don't know if this happens in your shop, right? See the amount of times. Order £6.20 or like £5.20, right? And the guy will go, "I've got the 20 pence here if you want it."
They've
right?
not got a clue.
Not a scoop.
Not a
No,
scoop,
it's all right. I've got the change worked out. And I'm like, oh my god.
See, the best question
If I
to
hear
ask
that,
them
I'm like,
when
no,
they
no, no.
start, if you can tell if they can count, ask them what half a 99 is. My dad asked. I used to ask everybody that. Nobody can get it. Nobody's like, 44 and a half now. Nobody can get it. You just know that.
Aye. But that's honest to God. Like, see, the thing is that gets me right with people in jet. Like,
Cal's trying to work that out in his head.
I
don't
know.
know.
I'm gone. I was hoping you weren't going to ask for the answer. I have no idea.
I thought I was like, he's fucked here.
Is it 48 and a half?
No.
Are you kidding on?
No. What is it? I don't actually
See,
know.
folk can never get it.
I'm not really.
What's
I'm
half
not
a 100?
50?
Right. What's half a 98?
44?
No.
49? 49?
And a half.
Oh, 49 and a half. I said 48 and a half. I was close.
Oh, you didn't say 44 and a half, I think you said. I think you said 44 and a half. Well, I
So that
forgot
can't
that.
win deliveries or
Oh,
something.
fuck. You couldn't do that because you used to get
Just edit that out,
you
please
had,
cut
you had
this,
to
sorry.
count his you had to give him the right change counted out for him and all that before he went out.
Oh, can we go? That's an utter lie.
He bites, I told you
Every
every time
time I
he
do.
bites. But
I can't stand when lies.
nonsense. But no, but we've got the other one in the till is when it goes, they put in say £20, they put in £2,000 as if someone's giving it, right? But no, they've not done an overring. They've just put 2,000 as if that's what they've taken in.
I saw it.
Oh, right.
Cal-
That's
but
what I've taken
but
in.
I
it
love telling the
calculates
change.
It'll tell you the change, right? But
Oh,
the
does
thing
it?
is
See, we're old school with the buttons and that.
but no, this is it's great in that sense, but they can't work out like that. So say it's like £20, say it's a tenner, they've given them £20, but they've put in £2,000. They look at it as if that I give them that much change, and I'm like, if I had that the till, I'd be delighted, right, for a start, right? But I'm like, no.
Yeah.
And then like, is that going to work out? Is your till going to work out? Okay, I'm like, it balances it all out anyway, so it's fine. But they can't get it, and then they'll worry about that, but then they won't worry about putting through the same order 3 times because they didn't know if the cash went through, right? So like a roll and chips and 2 fritters, or chips and 2 fritters last night. I don't want to get anyone last night, but this was really got in my head, been driving me insane. So they didn't know if they'd put it through properly, but rather than saying tennies, they just put the order through again. But it was under outside, and then it was white car, and it was the same order. And it took about 6 people to stare at this and they look at the slips going, is this the same order? And I'm like, it's the same order, but is it for the same person? 6 attempts.
Oh, is it printed out 6 times?
No, they've printed it out 2 different,
Oh,
two
right,
different
aye,
times,
aye,
right?
aye.
But they've tried, but rather than saying they put it through, like, so we put them on the wall and we look at them and I'm going, same order. It's funny, it's the same time. That is really unlikely. But rather than saying to me, that's the same order, they just put it through. So the money's on the till, so it's been charged again. But rather than telling me, and then it was like the Krypton factor like that. Have you ever seen the bit in Zoolander? Have you ever seen Zoolander?
No, I've not.
Oh, and he's like trying to get in the computer and he's smashing the computer. There's like he can't work out how to work this computer out. They were like looking at the slips, like touching it as if I touch it, will it tell me what the answer is? I was like, oh my God, going to just tell me if this and it is, I've done it. I went, so did you not cancel it? No, I didn't. Oh, that, and then turns round and a driver. Where's that driver? Is that going to that address for 6:15? No, it's for 6:45. I'm like, I was sure it was 6:15. So the boy who's in charge of we work it with the guys that runs the chip box. They run the kind of show, so it's they're in charge of the full shop. They'll shout out the order goes with this and blah blah blah. Right, Callum's on the pizzas. Usually it's Callum or Corey, Darren, but last night Callum's on the pizzas. So rather than being on top of it, it just got chaotic for this 10-minute spell. I genuinely thought, I'm going to flip my lid here, right? I was getting red and I get red there and that's when I get angry. I go silent. I'm like, I'm going to flip. I'm going to
See,
flip.
the full time I'm just looking over my shoulder going, what the hell's going on?
What's even
What's
busy?
going over? What's going on over there?
I was like, oh my God. While this carry on behind me is going about this receipt, is that delivery way yet? Don't know. I'm like, how do you not know? How do you not know? You're meant to. I was like, it was just like, and that's just come back to younger kids, they don't have the kind of communication. And they learn it. They will learn. I think the Chippy's great for bringing people out of.
Oh,
that they're kind of
100%. Like, see, before I started working in Chippy, like, I was the shyest. Like, you wouldn't think that now, because, like, obviously I do the TikToks and that, but I was the shyest boy in the world. Like, I'm telling you, like, I couldn't say, as my dad says, he wouldn't say booty a ghost. Like, I genuinely would just be, I couldn't talk to people.
Because your mum was saying that to us last week, like, she can't believe the change. Like, even in the last year, when just for doing TikTok and stuff, like, you were such a quiet wee guy, and now you're doing like hosting lives with 1,000 people on them. 126,000 followers now.
22
like
million views on videos.
22 that's just crazy.
Amazing.
I just hit a
Craziness.
million likes actually.
I saw that last night actually. So I thought I'm gonna go on and try and get my facts right if I
Wait,
if I
I've
say
got a
any.
story about I've got a story about the million likes. So my mum, right, you know what my mum's like she's the nicest woman in the world. Like, she's so buzzing if I get like 2 likes on a post. Like, she'd be like, "Oh, well done, son." That. So I was at 93,000. Like, she came up to me. She's like, no, she didn't even say it to my dad. It's me. She said it to my dad. She's like, "Mikey's 7,000 likes away for 1 million likes." It was 93,000. My dad's like, "What? Like, when's he got all these likes?" And my dad's on 93,000. She's like, "I know, 7,000 away for 1 million." And my dad's like, "No, that's 100,000, mum. Like, come on, like, that's not 1 million."
Did she know half a 99 was?
No chance. 20 years later, and she's still trying to look at it.
You're lucky you told him. He'd be like,
I know, that would have
been.
been ruining me all day, by the way. I'd have just went out and put it in my calculator.
Speaking of calculators, just off the point, it's National Maths Day, right, at the school. And Mila and Emil were away dressed as calculators. So Christine's made them school outfits and they're wee cows with calculators on.
Calculators on them, that's quite
Calculators.
That's quite good.
She's a maths
That's
teacher,
quite
my
good.
wife as well, so it kind of helps that kind of that she really gets it. But just on the note of calculators, are just
So because she's a maths teacher, you celebrate maths day in the house?
in the house. No, it's at school, but in the house probably. Aye.
I hate maths. Hate it. Can't do
I
it.
don't
See,
mind.
Can't do it.
I've never been tested for it or anything, but I'm definitely dyslexic, right? Like, see, reading and writing, terrible, man. Like, terrible. Like, school was never for me. Like, I would just have a laugh in school. Like,
We've spoke about this in podcasts before, because especially like with a lot of kids that we work with are finishing school or coming towards the end of school, coming towards exams and whatever, and there's so much pressure on them to get good results and to get into uni or whatever. I never went to uni. I went straight to the shop. I
exactly the same.
know the easy route, but rather than going to uni, because it wasn't for me, I decided to work in the shop and learn what I was learning on the job. So there's just, it goes to show you that you don't need to do that. Like you say, you can hardly read or write, and you've still done pretty well for yourself. So it's not the be all and end all that you get 5 A's in your exam results.
Nah, I don't believe in school, and I don't believe in I'm like, no offense, like I'm just my opinion. Like, I don't like think about degrees and all that. Like, I think if you want to go and do something, go and do it. Fair enough if you want to be like a doctor or a surgeon or a teacher, like, go to uni, and like, if that's what you want to do it. But like, see people that's just gone to college and uni and all that just for the sake of having a degree. There's
massive.
no need in that. You're wasting years of your life. Like, and all that money and debt you get into as well. Like,
I know,
with
it's
the,
frightening.
My mum
student
always said
loans and all
that.
that.
My mum always said it because my mum was a midwife, and she was a midwife for 38 years or something, right? She was in the NHS for a long time, and obviously towards the end, the more and more youngsters that were coming in had absolutely no practical skills.
No.
They knew everything by the book,
Uh-huh.
but when it came to actually hands-on, putting their hands on a patient, they had absolutely no idea what they were doing. They had no bedside manner. But when my mum was learning, you would learn in the hospital. You would pretty much live in the hospital. There was like Stonehouse, for example, they had like living quarters for the nurses, and you would live there while you done your training, and you were pretty much on the job all the time. Whereas now they go to uni for 6 months and then do 4 weeks in a hospital, then go back to uni for another 6 months.
Mental.
Nowhere near a patient, working on these dummies, and they've got like no idea what they're doing. And it was just like, it just becomes worse and worse. So I'm the same as you. Like, obviously I'm all, and both my kids, I want to see them get a decent education. But at the same time, if one of them was to turn around at 15, 16 and say, listen, it's not for me, I want to go and learn a trade. Especially this
You'd
day and
push
age,
them.
it's a massive thing.
I think that, see, for me, like, I went to uni, and I didn't want to go to uni initially. My mum and dad wanted me to go, so I went in hotel and hospitality management because I thought it would be an easy degree. And it wasn't an easy degree. It was just like, it wasn't for me. I didn't enjoy it. So I went and got it, did my exit third year, and that was fine. And then I went back. But I just feel like sometimes there's that much pressure when they finish school that they have to go. Like, say taking a year out. I don't say go and travel, but take a year out and work. Some people can do them the world of good. They can get their confidence out. Because going to uni, you don't have the pressure of the teachers like getting on your back and when you need to get this assignment, and you need to do it yourself. But what fight you can tend to find happening is people just end up going to the pubs or going out and clubbing. They get into debt. They spend, and then by the end of the first year, they don't want to go back to uni anyway, and they're in debt. Whereas they could have worked for the year and they could have decided, look, do you know what? I've got a bit of money. I've got a wee bit of social skills. I can go. So I'm kind of. Christine does UCAS, like, so she does all the applications for it. So I can't maybe really take it. But they watch what I'm saying, but she understands as well that it's not for everyone. Like school, I remember Callum was like, go to uni. Remember I said to you, like, go to uni, like go to uni. It's all you can't take your degree away. You can't take your education away. If you blah blah blah, you didn't want to do it, and it's not for everyone.
Like, you know,
yeah, no, nice. And I would say that
TikTok famous now.
I don't know about that.
Pizza Crunch.
It's Pizza Crunch, yeah. I know. I don't think my son would be thankful for that, getting called Pizza Crunch kicking about school. But no, I know, and I say that all the time, and I've said it for years, that guys I've went to school with that went on to uni and whatever and got half decent degrees still don't have. They've just got your run-of-the-mill jobs. They don't have amazing jobs from their uni degree. And so it doesn't make you as a person if you've got a uni degree.
And like, a lot of young people now don't want to work.
No,
they don't. They don't want to work. It's like,
you know,
a lot of people's been brought up. I've been lucky. Like, I've not been ever really spoiled. When I was younger, my dad, I was like 13, my dad's always like, if you want something, you need to go and work for it.
Yeah.
And like, a lot of people think, oh, like, his mum and dad probably just buy him all that and all that. But like, it doesn't bother me what people think of me or that. Like, but like, I appreciate stuff so much more when I buy it myself because I know I've worked hard for it. And like, people don't understand that now. Like, a lot of young people, like, I'm still young myself, and like, a lot of people my age and that, like, they don't want to work. They'd rather just go out the weekend and like and stuff, but
still
they don't want to. Whereas like, I would rather work, like, and like, I saved up for my first car and like buzzing, like buying my first car and that, like, that was the best feeling ever. See, like, when I left school, I just saved my money every week for like this car that I wanted, and then see when you get it, it's like,
so that feeling,
I'm buzzing.
It's we do talk about it quite often, but that's a mentality that you can't teach though.
No, you can't.
You can't force a young one to have that. You've either got it or you don't. You can't force people to have that. Like, I can try and say to them, like, listen, I've been in your position before, and I worked hard and everything. That when I was working when I was 15, my first week wages, my mum cancelled my phone contract. She's like, you're paying for that yourself now because you're working. I was like, I'm earning 16 quid a week.
But that's how you learn.
But you
that much?
I know.
I'm still not even knowing that now.
And I was like, so I learned the value of money pretty quickly. So because when I first started working, my mum and dad had no long split up. My mum was on her own, so I then started paying dig money, and like, so you learn the value of money pretty quickly.
100%.
But a lot of young ones don't have that anymore. And again, you can't teach it. You can't.
Well, I'm so lucky. Like, me and my sister, like, my mum and dad's came for like nothing, and like, they've, through hard work, they've got somewhere, and like, they always push that towards me and my sister. Like, they now, like, my sister, school wasn't for her as well. She left school and now she tried to work in the Chippy. That wasn't for her. So my dad's like, well, you need to get another job. Like, I'm like, that's it.
We're
like,
not keeping you, like, yeah.
So she's now learning to become a gymnastics coach, and my dad's going to like help her get her own gym and that set up right now. But she's going to college one day a week, and she doesn't really like it. But she needs to do it for a thing. But like, she's only 16 and all. She works hard. Like, it's good because you learn the value of money that way, rather than just getting things like handed to you.
Aye,
and like,
exactly.
I'm so lucky that my mum and dad's brought me up like that. Like, I always say, like, I always slag them, like, saying thank God he's done that, because you, like, I now know, like, if I want something, you need to work for it, and like, I just prefer it that way. And like, I'm lucky because like, when I was like, my dad showed me everything with the Chippy and all that, and learning. I'm still learning. I've still got millions of stuff to learn before.
You always learn. You learn all the time, constantly.
And like, when I was 17, like 3 years ago now, I took like really not well, and like I was off my work for like 3-4 months. I had to get like 2 operations and that. My mum and dad's probably watching this now going, oh, here we go again, you nearly died.
Milking it.
That's what I get slagged for, like, oh, you nearly died, but I did, like, we all thought I was on my way out, and like, see for that, like, learning, like, knowing that you like thinking you're going to die, you learn all sorts, like, see, like, being like, to be happy and all that. Now, like, my gran always used to say to me, happiness is the most important thing. She's right, man. Like,
100%.
so
It's so cliched, but life is precious. You don't know.
it is.
You don't know.
You take
you
it for
don't know
granted.
when-
Even now, even past all that, like, you take your health for granted.
Aye,
you do. Like, there's
you do.
there's people in hospitals now begging to be healthy and all that, and like, you're worrying about something else. Like,
I
you
know.
always need. You
So
sometimes you
think
forget
said,
how lucky you
you
actually
said
are.
that last week because Enrico always likes to point out that I'm a stress head, and you were saying last week about how you just take a step back and think, what's the point of stressing about this?
Just-
Because it's
aye.
not going to matter. And
It's not.
And
Few hours and you go
tomorrow,
home,
you go up the
it's
road, it's
done.
you're going to forget about it.
It's like, but
And,
you're under
aye.
pressure at the time, aren't you?
And it's
Like,
it's no easy to get in that mindset when you're in that zone. And then, because there'll be times at like 6-7 o'clock at night, and I'll be standing at the fryer and I'll be fucking this and fucking that. and then at like 9:30, I'm just like, all right, that's fine, that's me, I'm done.
See, when he
calm
comes out
down.
his mood, the whole shop needs to. He's got everyone so worked up. Right, so everyone's like meerkats, like all like that. They're all on edge, right? And then he calms down. Everyone's just to calm down with him.
I think you'll find.
that
I
annoyed
think
him.
you'll find that people actually think that about him, and they just don't say it. So when he comes in, everybody's like, "Oh no!" Everybody's on edge.
You ask anyone in the shop, right? And they all prefer at the beginning. They don't know about working with me. They're all scared. They work with me. They know that I just like a piss take. I'm pure wind up merchant. Have a laugh, and that's it. Everyone's terrified at the beginning. Then they all get, oh, Calm's in a bad mood again. What's up with this time? Something else happened. That's exactly how it goes. But Calm, at the end of the night, he's caused so much chaos, called everyone everything. Everyone's been giving dogs abuse. I'm going to fucking kill her. He's getting fucking murdered. And then 2 minutes later, he's like, right, sweetie pie, can you go and get me this? And you're like, you've just said you're basically going to kill this woman, right? And you're going to ask her to go and get you, go and put, can you put my shredded chicken in the air fryer? You're like that. Go and do it your fucking self. Oh, he's murder. But no, like, see when my dad used to say, because he was Italian, came over just off the boat and all that, and he didn't speak English. Like, English wasn't his first language, but it was my uncles. They all drove up to Dornoch to play golf, and he was like all the way up. He moaned the full way around, like the full way. Fucking the weather, this fucking that, fucking terrible. So he sat down, had a drambuie or whatever, and he went, you can't beat it, can you? As if like you can't beat life, right? My uncle's like, you've just ruined the full car journey up here, a 4-hour journey. And then he went, the thing is, guys, you never know what's behind you, do you? Rather than what you don't know what's in front of you, right? When you talk about health, so you used to go, you don't know what's behind you, right? So, but it is true, you don't know, like,
No, you don't know.
you don't.
and you do take things for granted, like I've been in the hospital quite a lot, you know, because of my mum. It's been obviously, and as I said, and been for a while, and I keep harping on about it, but it's a lot, you know, it takes a lot. People forget that when you're in, like, for your mum and dad there, when you were unwell, that's a massive pressure behind the scenes as well at the house, that you're unwell, they're worried, they still got to run businesses, and people don't see that side of it because it's a lot of pressure.
You think you're some sort of robot.
Yeah,
don't
they
you?
do it, and they
That's
think
all you've got.
everything's
is running that
piling on
shop.
and piling on, and they give you hassle, and you're getting harassed about stupid things, and even the team, they don't see it, and it's nothing against them, they just don't get it. Like, you've got a lot of pressure. Like,
people don't realise how hard it is running, not even a business, but a chippy.
Yeah,
See the amount of stuff that goes into it, like your stock, like your staff, everything. It's a hard, and people, I know with frying, people think it's easy. You're just standing at a range. There's a fryer that used to work for us, and now he's a builder, and he says to everybody, like frying's the hardest job I've ever had. It is, but like, people don't realise the stress and the pressure you've got on you, especially when you're busy.
Yeah,
you know yourself,
tough,
Friday
right?
night, and that's hard. Like, people don't
you
realise
said
that.
last week as well, like, your dad had said it's going to take about 1.5 years to learn to fry, 2 years, and that's true. My dad told me that as well, and people don't believe it because they think, they're going, oh, but you're just
putting
lifting
sausage
chips,
in.
putting sausage in. And you're like, no,
man.
there has to be, your temps need to be right, you need to get the stuff ready, when you need to put stuff in.
Your batter needs to be right, everything. There's
and
about a
people don't
million things you need to learn.
Exactly, and people don't see it, and they think, like Elisa in the shop in East Kilbride are looking for an apprentice fryer, and people are thinking that they've done it in McDonald's. I don't fry in McDonald's hot for chips, right? Everything else is through these like rotators.
It's all buttons. It tells you when it's ready.
Exactly.
Lift it up.
Exactly. And she's like, I'm like, you need the right person. It's not just about that. You need to have the right mentality, because if you get busy, like we've had friars in the shop in East Kilbride that just couldn't handle it. And it's not even as, it's all traditional. In our shop, we had a guy that worked for, Catch. He had a Catch, the Chippy Catch.
Aye.
But a really busy shop, really good actually. It's lovely. But he had a fryer in, and he was a good fryer, but he was struggling because the amount of different things we do, our menu's huge. Really good fryer actually. But he was
I can't struggle with your menu.
I know, mental. It's actually mental.
He's like,
We could have a TikTok special page.
Well, I don't do that idea. He's out there. It's 30 pages long now.
So we've got What's Trending. We've had that for a while.
Oh,
It's
right,
What's
yeah,
Trending. So
that's
we've got
good.
What's Trending, and it's like different things we have on our menu that goes wild.
That's
But,
a good
like
idea.
parking, they all say I'm a nightmare for, like, I don't sleep. Like I'll go up and I'll sit and I'll just, what will I do in the menu? So I can access the menu for the house and I can change it. So that changes Just Eat, changes.
You were saying that, like you would walk in and there's something came in. What was that? Not you're on
And everybody
Facebook,
goes,
like,
Callum, what's on that? But I'm like,
absolutely
no
no
I don't even
idea.
know what section it is, but it's like the names. So the names are even like, because we're a wee bit dodgy with the names. Like one of our deals is the dog's boys, right? But it's like it's a meal deal, and they're like, "What is the dog's boys?" And you imagine just saying that out loud in general. Like you're asking that question, "What is the dog's boys?" We've got people that are daft enough to go, "It's actually boys that are on dogs." That's the kind of thing we've got. Like stupid people that are daft enough to do it, but we've got that many things that you need to be. That I do it all the time. So I'm changing things, and I don't know where I was going with this point with this with the. But
Because you don't, I don't know, because you don't
no, I was
sleep,
talking
you said.
about like What's Trending. So like, but I know. So we do.
4:30 AM. There's a new thing on the menu.
Even like our rep Danny for Quebec, I'll send him a voice clip at like 4 a.m. Like, right, I'm just going through my menu here and I've noticed this. And I'm thinking about putting this sauce on. I'm thinking about doing that
That's
sauce.
like my dad. I'll have messages at like 3 in the morning. I'm going,
All the time.
I think we should do this and all that. Like, Dad, get your
Constantly.
It's a
bed,
good
man.
idea.
I woke up this. I said that to, I picked him up this morning. She dropped his car at the garage, and I said, I have no idea how. I couldn't sleep last night, and I was like, I've got no idea how you run on this little sleep. So I'm knackered, and he does it every night.
That's
Constantly.
me. Like I go in for work, right? Like people like with TikTok now, right? I go in for work on a Thursday night and I finish at like say 11:30. Time I got the roads like 12, right? I'll go in, get my dinner, get my shower, and then I'll sit and edit my videos and then do the voiceover. So like, sometimes it's like 3 in the morning. I'm like, alright, TikTok.
Yeah.
Half
Just,
asleep, and you can tell on the videos. But I need to do it because I need the video for the next day and
You've
stuff.
you've got to commit to
And
it.
people, like, I find the editing probably one of the hardest things to do because it takes a lot of time.
Yeah,
And,
that is a brutal bit.
now I'm getting a bit fast on that with it, but I enjoy doing the TikToks and stuff.
Well,
It's a bit much sometimes.
You're
Like,
good, you are good. That
Aye.
they're brilliant. You get
Yeah.
proofs in the
Cheers.
pudding. Your stuff's good, and
thank
it's
you.
and the
people
views and
like
that you get. So,
Aye,
but when we
I
don't
know
have
how
a
I'm getting them.
we don't have a massive amount of time, but since you mentioned the TikTok, we'll go into like, how did you get into it? Like, did you just decide one day I'm going to make a TikTok and see what happens, or
No, so what happened was my dad started that, so he would always have the Facebook page and stuff, and he was like, "Oh, I've got like 3,000 followers now." I was like, "Oh, that's class." He's like, "I'm going to start doing TikTok," and I'm like, "Right, better and see if you're all right." So he was making these videos, and I swear to God, man, I was cringing. Oh yeah, my sister was like embarrassed to go to school because she'd get us slagging for it and all that. I was like, "Dad, these are pathetic." Like he was cooking fish and he would put waves as a background noise and all. I'm like, "Dad, nah, like this isn't going to work." I was like, right, honestly, and he made an ice cream one night and it was like the mad cringy song you ever. I was like, "Come buy your ice cream." And I'm like, "Oh no, man!" Like my pal's texting me, going, "What is this all about?" No, so I'm like, "Right, that's it." Deleted all the videos. I was like, "I'll do it for now on." But at first, obviously, I'm quite like not now. I'm not really shy anymore, but I was, and I didn't want to put my face. I didn't want to talk in it. I was too embarrassed to do it. So I would just make videos of like my hands putting stuff in the pans and stuff. And when I look back now, the videos are absolutely terrible. It didn't really get views, and I can see why. And I just kept learning. That's how you learn. It's just by making videos, learning for each thing. Like still, even now, I'm still picking things up and editing and stuff. And like, there's a few videos I'll go like, "Nah, it wasn't good enough. Like, I'll do this next time." So I started doing it, and then my dad's like, "Right, you need to." So the Totty guy, the reason I kind of first kind of like got a few thousand views was I done at the time Cypress potatoes, and we were like the only kind of Jim had kind of, it was a few years ago, and Jim, when it just kind of came back being good, and Jim only had like a few parts of them and he does them, and I made a video on them, and I didn't know what anything would come of it. And he phoned me and he's like, Mikey, my phone's gone absolutely mental. All these chippies are all
Brilliant.
wanting Cyprus tortoise. And I'm like, what? Like, pay my video? Like, and at the time, it only gets 60,000. I say only, that's still a lot.
That's a lot, eh?
Aye, 60,000 views. And he's like, my phone's running off the hook. He's like, I'm going to Spanish in a few weeks. Can I come and do a video? I'm like, aye, of course. But he wanted me to talk in it and go on it. So that's the first time I've ever appeared on the TikTok page as with Jim Fairfo. And it's doing the Spanish talkies. Me put Spanish flags on the range and all that. And I'm this shyest week. But I was doing a few voiceovers before that because my dad's like, do a voiceover there? I'm like, can I? Like, I still think I'm terrible at speaking. Like actual talking and that.
I think you do really well.
And it works. So, obviously works for you.
Aye, so he comes and he's got me a sweat. I love Spain, tapping on that. I'm like, oh no, man. So I just know I'm going to be screenshotted. Like I still, my apparently like my sister still gets screenshots in our group chats. Not me like dressed up as a pizza and all that. She gets slagged for it, but they all our pals are nice. So I'd go and do that video. And then after that, I posted it. I think it done well. It got like 300,000 views. And I was like, right, I need to start putting my face on it more. And like, I hated doing it. Like, so the first video I done was to tell people I was going live right at the time. And I was only getting like 10 viewers and stuff like at the start. And I was too scared. It was just my family and that on it and all, like my pals and that. And I was still too scared to talk to the live. I'd be like, I just put it up and just kid on, it's not there and work. And then eventually, shout out to Guyen, who was my first ever viewer, and he's my mod to this day. And he was the one who I started talking to first because he would come on and he would be like, I can't believe this place, not. And I would end up saying, all right. And that's how I kind of started talking to the live more.
Right.
And then it kind of built up a wee kind of community on the live. And it was like, I got up to like 50 viewers and it was the same kind of people on it. And like they would always ask how I was and stuff. And that's how I kind of started talking to the live. But then I done a video putting my face on it for just me in the video. It was like 10 seconds long. It was like, or I always still, like in the voiceovers I said, all right, TikTok. That just came about one night, like, and I've just stuck with it ever since. And I still say it now, a year later. And I was just, all right, TikTok, I'm going to be live for 5:30. Tune in and see us there. Look at some of your finest product or something, just something pure crap like that. And it videoed arranged and it went back to me and I said, right, that'll be, I'll see you all there. And then that live that night get like, I was up to 100 views and I was like, right, I need to start posting myself. And then ever since I've just been doing wee videos there and then. But see if you look at my videos in the past year, it's like I went for a wee boy. Like you can see me getting older.
You
like,
can see you growing.
And I don't realise that till I look back and I'm like, jeez, I'm that wee guy there. So that's how it kind of all started. And then I just kind of built up. And my goal was to get to 10,000 followers. I kept saying to everybody, that's me. I'm going to get, that's my goal. I'm going to get to 10,000 followers. I was at like 2,000 at the time, and news were at 5,800, and I was like, I'm not saying, I was just saying like that's my goal. I wanted to try and beat them and hang with. And then I done it, and I was like, this is like I'm doing well here. Like, I want to keep doing it and being consistent. And then I got to 10,000 followers, and I thought I would get paid, and I didn't because it was a business account. So I gave up with TikTok for a few months, right? So this was like last year, about November time. I hit 10k. And I was still doing the lives every week. So my followers were gradually going up. But I wasn't posting any videos. I was posting maybe one video every 5-6 weeks. And my dad's like, you need to get on top of this again. Like, what's the point in having all these thousands of followers and you're not using them? Like, 10,000 people is a lot of people. And like, you're not using them. Even if you're not making money off it, you're still, like, people come to the shop for it and that. It's like, I know. So I ended up knowing. And after Christmas, into the new year, I was like, right, this is it. This year I'm going to go for it. And every week I'm going to post 3 videos a week. I'm just going to go for it and see what happens. And then I started doing it. And then eventually I got to like 20k. And somebody I know messaged me saying he's like, I got a video at 300,000 views or something. And he messaged me saying, oh, how much do you earn for that? And I'm like, nothing, I'm not on the creators fund. He's like, you're having a laugh, you need to get on it. I'm like, I can't, I'm a business account. He showed me how to change it. And for there, the first month I think I made like £100. I was like, this is class and all that. And obviously I'm not going to say exactly how much.
No,
I made,
no,
but,
not at all.
not
You
at
don't
all.
even.
Not at all.
So the next month I went up a wee bit, and then like I was like, this is good. Like if I can make a certain amount, I'll be able to like cover my petrol and all that. That's what I was thinking about it. And then the next month after that, boom, 1.3 million views on a video. The money I made on it was like, that's incredible. Like that's mental. That there's a thing called RPM, right? And it's like that video was like 38 pence RPM, and that's like rate per minute or something like that. I don't know if I should be talking. Who cares, right? I don't mind. If somebody asks me, I tell them anyway.
Our video views. I feel like we do some really good videos. It's really funny stuff, and we don't get the views.
Aye.
For some of them we do. It's kind of mental. That's the kind of thing that you.
That's what it is. It's up and down, isn't it? All
It's
the time.
the algorithm, right? That side of it, which we don't. We need to be more on it and proactive with it, right? But we had a video come out and a woman came in to do a review on us, and that between TikTok and Instagram, I think it was like 1.5 to 1.75 million views, right, between the two of them.
That's wild.
And she just came in, and it all get picked up because she never put the address, like never named where she put it in the video, but she didn't say it, and she also said it wasn't Chippy food. So that's where the not your average Chippy thing came from.
That's
all
a
that,
good
right? But
I've got that much stuff on the menu. Isn't it an average?
It's not. The menu is mental. Like, I mean, we used to do like curries and all that as well, like curry toast. Remember them? Like, it was a burrito, but it was like a curry and a burrito, right? Anyway,
It was like Nad's curries.
But I'm like, does she make money off of that video then? Because she's obviously got all those views.
She
She'd
would
have made
have
a whack
probably-
off
Well,
it,
it
which is
depends
good.
on how many followers and that she has, and if she's part of the creator fund.
I don't even
So this
understand
is
it.
what I was saying there. So the RPM is 38 pence for that video, and I thought that was quite like that is good. So that boosts your other videos as well, because people watch that video, click on your page, and then watch your next video after
Yeah, of
that.
course.
So they videos ended up doing well as well. So I was making a good bit of money. So I made a fortune that month, and I was like, I cannot believe this. Like, this is crazy. Like,
And that just gave you the kick up the
I just,
backside to just
but
get
the
right
videos need to be
proper
a
into it.
minute long, and that's the hardest thing for me, because
Aye.
you need to make it a minute. And some of my videos you'll just, I'll like,
Just rabble on.
But
Because for
you need
me, I find like if it's not quick, I lose interest.
Aye,
So
so
like,
they need, and people, you need to watch to get the view right. You need to watch like something. Like, I don't actually know what it is, but I think it's like 80% of the video or
I always
something,
wondered
right?
what constitutes as a view. Like,
Aye.
does it see like if you swipe on your For You page and the video comes up, does that count as a view?
No,
They have
it
to
doesn't.
watch
You
a
need to
certain
watch
amount of
it.
time.
I think it
for-
counts as a view on the video, but it doesn't count a view to get paid.
to get paid.
So then the next month, the RPM was just kind of the same, and then I got a video at 23 million views, and that,
That's
to me,
crazy,
that's wild.
Unbelievable.
Like, that's
too. If you
unbelievable, right?
if you think how many people that if you were to sit that round, if you were to stand on a
4 times
stage,
Scotland.
right? I know, but if you were to stand on a stage and have 23 million people looking at you, that's the way I look at it. When we've got like 55,000 views in a video, I think of that like that's like you standing in the middle of a football stadium and everybody watching
Aye.
you, right? So like that's like
mental.
23 million people just standing staring at you is mental.
It's
If you
crazy.
put it like that, it's mental.
That's like the population of the UK or something, isn't it? No, it's no.
No, well, it's 4
Scotland,
times. It's
isn't
4 times Scotland. So Scotland's 6 million, isn't it? So
Yeah, just about.
So that's mental, isn't it?
maybe a bit more. So, what, 5 times Scotland?
Aye. So that
Sorry,
video,
3
right?
times Scotland, even should I say.
Oh, see, who's a
I
math
get caught
genius?
out there. I get
Who's a
caught
math
out.
genius now?
It's
But
44 and a
well,
half.
Aye.
we need to wrap up because we're running out of time. But from us, we appreciate your honesty and your.
And your
We also
time,
and your time. We also
Aye.
appreciate. Obviously, you've done a wee bit of helping us, kind of pushing
don't
some
be
different
daft.
stuff.
Like,
So we
that's-
appreciate
like,
that.
People,
So
who I always just to say, like, because if somebody, I would always want somebody like to shout me out or something. So
to give you a hand.
I
aye.
always do.
So
that,
I don't know. We do appreciate it. We're
No, we do.
still on the road
Are
to
we on the
10k.
opposite side? I know we're still
We've
Make
been on
it-
that
I know.
road for
Go and follow Pepe's, get them to 10k.
yeah, road
There
to
we go.
10k.
And they'll
Yes.
be away £10,000.
In cash.
In cash. Yeah. But no.
Cashless society.
They won't reject it. But nah,
Nah,
don't
like
transfer
cash.
it.
Right, transfer. Right. No, Mikey, we really appreciate your
No
time.
worries.
Just before you go, what's your favourite thing, the Chippy? Like, what's your go-to meal?
Oh, that's a hard one.
Doesn't
My
even drink
go-to
fizzy
meal.
juice. You think he has a sausage supper? He's never had a can of Coke.
Nah, I've ate Chippy's since I could eat, and it's still my favourite food. I would. My favourite thing. It changes all the time, to be fair. I
I'm the
don't
same,
stick
I'm
to
the
the same
same.
one. Right now, it's probably salt and chilli box. But I like it. I love a pizza crunch, right?
Aye.
I'd say that's probably my. See a
Go-to.
half onion crunch.
You don't understand how a half onion pizza crunch hits with a hangover. You've never that
I've never
that
experienced
takes
that.
a pizza crunch to a new level. I love a pizza
I'd
crunch,
say
but when you're
probably-
hungover, that is a
I do like a
staple.
fried pizza, but like
Aye,
sometimes I
fried onion.
prefer a fried.
Underrated.
Fried
Underrated. People just want a crunch now.
Yeah, they
but
want it battered, but fried pizza is underrated.
then you
again.
can't obviously beat a sausage supper or a fish supper.
Special fish, that's the one.
Aye,
Special
yeah,
fish.
it's
It's not when you're cooking it, but innit?
Try doing those friggin' chicken tenders there.
Oh, they looked a nightmare. I was watching your POV. I was like,
Worth it, but because
So he just walks away from the pan. I'm like sitting there skimming it. I'm like, look at that. He's like, does it make it dirty? It fucking makes it dirty. Look at that. Booking it out. But I know.
right, it's been a
Appreciate it.
pleasure anyway.
And
Thanks
it's
for
been
having
thanks,
me
mate.
on.
Thanks very much for
appreciate
coming.
it.
And
Gary-
Fraser says thanks as well. He couldn't make it.
Right,
He's been
PJ
busy.
Fraz, what a guy. I love watching his content.
He's not.
Guys,
He's been,
subscribe, follow, like, whatever you got to do. We don't really understand it yet, but yeah,